to talking more about what are the themes and what is this book actually about and what are kids going to be doing with this text. So first, Tori, do you mind telling us just what is Cassie's arc within our story? Like, what do we see her going through or experience?
Yeah, so Cassie's character is, I like how you used the word spicy earlier. She's kind of at this age where she's starting to see, like at the start of the story, like she's starting to see how differently she's treated outside of the home than she, like out of the home than she is inside, simply because of her race. And she's both like angered and confused by this. And like her response to it, I think, is what develops over time. Like in her head, I feel like is a bit more like Uncle Hammer in that she just like gets fiery about it. Like in the store when like nobody will wait on her. And then the white man walks in and he waits on him and she freaks out. And like she screams and like fights back. And she's like she's learning what it means to respond to discrimination and like is struggling with like, but I just want to call it out. And she's kind of struggling to figure out like, how do I do that and keep like my safety in mind with the time. And I feel like that is like a big struggle she has throughout the entire story. And like, it's just like multiple times, like when she doesn't fully understand why it's a big deal that Uncle Hammer drove over the bridge before the white person and like the whole experience with the bus, right? Like, so she's like really just struggling to understand how do I want to respond to racism and discrimination, like moving forward.
Thank you, Tori. And yeah, let's just move forward. Sorry, I'm in that part where, when you're in the lesson, you realize you're running low on time. So you're like, what can I skip over? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Okay, so I agree with everything that you said, Tori. I think similar to Number of the Stars, we don't see a big character change. And at first, Cassie was blank, and now she's blank. I think it's more of an intellectual change around racial awareness, and something that I think will help kids not only understand this text better, but also convey their ideas better, is if we do something that I've done in the past. I know Tori has and a few other teachers have, which is just having a chart paper up for kids during times of like discussion or during the exit ticket that can help them find the right words to convey this idea of, Cassie is coming to terms with racial awareness, trying to deal with discrimination, trying to deal with racism. Maybe there are key amendments that she's realizing that Black people are not afforded. But I think either way, we are going to see that Cassie becomes more aware of what it is to be Black in Mississippi in the 30s. And I think something that we can do to help kids convey those ideas is just giving them this chart paper or even just like a document that they can forever reference in Google Classroom that helps them kind of get their thoughts together. Another reason I think that it's important for us to give them this chart paper and just like really help them convey their ideas is like, oh, hey, Jason, it's Wednesday, so we don't have PMA right now. We're in a teacher meeting. Say hi to Miss Brown and all the other teachers I work with.
Hi.
It's a Wednesday schedule, so we actually don't have PMA right now. So I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m., okay? All right, don't forget to read on Mayan for 30 minutes. Bye. Okay, special appearance. Themes. What themes do we want kids to pull out of this text? I feel like a mom. Abby, is this what it's like to be a mom when your kid needs something all of a sudden?
You're still here.
So the themes that I'm like, my brain is a little bit, but okay. So the themes that I'm thinking kids need to pull out are ones that we've talked about before. One is this is how you respond to discrimination, or a better way to say it is there is no one way to respond to discrimination. Because that is a message that our kids are going to hear of when you did, like we even say it in person, you know, when you disagree with the teacher, you tell the teacher like this, you respond like this, and there is no one way. So it's important that we let this book air out, and like these are all the ways that you can stand up for yourself. And I think also what we see at the end when Papa sacrifices the land to save TJ, even though TJ's fate is ultimately bad, no matter which way it is going to shake out. I think it also comes together with this idea of community. We also see this with the boycott of sometimes you have to put the many before yourself, because the community is what's most important here, not just the individual, not just our land.